everybody, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back to everybody new. Hello and welcome. I have baby Oscar here again today. For those of you that are new, this is little Oscar, and he is one of my full-bodied silicone babies. He is the Dwayne Awake #2 by Claire Taylor. So it has been forever since I've done a video, well, face-to-face and like a little feeding video. And I'm going to try to, after I give Oscar a little bottle, I'm going to try to change him in my lap. See if I can still do that, because I have this adorable little pumpkin gown by I believe this is Kate Quinn, and it's in that buttery soft bamboo fabric, super cute with the knot on it. So that's the next thing I wanted to put on him to take pictures. And I have one of his LOD bottles here ready to go. It's the green one. So yeah, we're gonna feed Oscar and chat a little bit, catch up a little bit. So I think I'll bring you all in on Oscar, because I know everybody likes to see the silicone babies get the bottles. So yeah, I thought y'all might like to kind of see Oscar getting fed. So this already has the KY on it, so we can just give it to him. This is not a drinking wet feeding. He does have a drinking wet, but this is just a fake bottle feeding just to relax. This is something that I really enjoy and love doing. It's just very therapeutic and relaxing to me to sit and chat with you all while feeding little silicone baby Oscar. So please excuse, because it is the evening, so I got family kind of coming through and in and out, but I did want to get a video up for you all and, you know, start more regularly producing videos. I did one, I guess, about 3 days ago. And I enjoyed hearing from all of you in the comments. Thank you so much for everybody that left such lovely comments. I really enjoyed reading them all and just hearing from you all and knowing everyone's, you know, well and doing their thing. So I don't really have a topic for this video. I was gonna kind of do a more like personal type video, but seeming it's a little hectic, I think I'm just gonna keep it light. But I am gonna talk about my doll collection in general. I have both reborn and silicone dolls. Those of you that have been following my channel know that, and there's a lot of reborn dolls that even those of you that have been with me for a long while, you haven't seen in a long while. I still have, you know, a lot of my core collection, and I'm definitely going to be downsizing on the reborns. In fact, one already has a new mommy. She's on a little bit of a layaway, so but that baby will be, you know, going home in a few months. Super excited about that, because that just brings back the joy of, you know, seeing another mommy happy and enjoying a baby that, you know, that you may no longer, you know, have the time for or be, you know, paying the attention to, whatever. So, and then I went on to think about my silicone. So I have Oscar, and then I have 2 preemie silicones. I have Athena, which is the Pearl by Noe Art Dolls, and I have Ollie, who is my little Bella boy by Jenny Lee. And I know where I want my collection to land up. You know, it like the next step, I guess you should say, because it's forever changing. In the beginning, every reborn I got, it was like, oh, this is a forever baby. I could just never let this baby go. You get attached. And I evolved through that into letting babies go and doing buying and selling, and then getting into the higher end dolls. A lot of us need to sell to buy. Um, and I think that I'm probably not the only collector that has, evolved to the point where you choose to want to downsize because you realize that, you're overwhelmed, and, just don't have time. They're definitely expensive, little huggable works of art, and you would have to have the the proper space and time to kind of display them all and things like that. So every collector is different, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that's come to where I would like fewer babies, the higher end, exactly what I want, and be happy with fewer babies ultimately. And I've been wanting for a long time, a the like newborn to 0 to 3 month size, which is what Oscar is. Like, he fits perfect in the 1 month size, in the European brands. He's sculpted to be a newborn, but he is 9.5 pounds. But he's so fun to dress, and you can find a lot of clothing and things for him. And really, my ultimate goal was a sister for Oscar of approximately the same size baby, which right now I have two preemies. They're decent size preemies. Athena's 5 pounds and Ollie's just under 5 pounds. So they're still, they're not tiny little micro preemies. In fact, Athena is on the smaller side of a newborn, I would say. But again, I would like, something more, similar to, I guess, again, the size of Oscar. I tend to lean towards boys and always like, the boys' things and everything. Oh, I need a burp here. And so it will take a very special, baby for me to want to invest that and then be able to enjoy the clothing and stuff for baby girls. In this size, the size makes a difference as far as, shopping and dressing them and stuff. So that's been my goal for like a long time. But now I'm, realizing as time's going on and I'm not spending as much time with my dolls, although it's not because I have lost interest at all. It's just because, of life being hectic and everything. And I'm sure I'll get back, and especially over the winter now, we're inside a lot more. So there's, not as much to do as far as, where the warmer weather, I like to be outside and stuff like that. So I'll definitely be more present in the winter time. So I'm thinking, like, I really need to spend some time, probably like with Ollie and Athena, to consider, do I want to let one of them go? Do I want to let both of them go? And even if I don't look to reinvest in, like what I want, which is, a baby girl, baby sister for Oscar, that may go towards, other things and projects I'm doing in life, but it still leaves that space open in my nursery for a later date you know, when I am ready or when I do come across, because you all know the deal. A lot of times we wind up coming across that perfect baby and we weren't looking, but you know, it just kind of happens that way, right? So, sweet Oscar. Oh, I love him in this sweater, but I want to, you know, do photos. I've been posting some throwbacks I went through, and I found like some really precious throwbacks from like 2 years ago. Um, Figuring, you know, y'all haven't seen those in a while, and that's what I've been posting on Instagram. By the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram to see pictures of baby Oscar and all the babies in my collection, there's always a link in the description below. If you hit the little button on the bottom of your screen, the description kind of drops down like a menu, and in there you'll find, you know, information and the link to my Instagram, which is also, you know, Pixie Mummy's Reborns. So yeah, that's in there. But anyways, yeah, that's what I've been posting. So I want to, you know, be current in changing Oscar a bit to get some nice, you know, fall November photos before we get into the Christmas stuff. I like my Instagram page to, you know, reflect the season and the holidays and things like that, which, you know, I have been quite busy over the summer, so I don't have a lot of that, but I definitely want to get the holidays up on in there. So we're just going to change his diaper, and hopefully this won't get flagged or anything. I had trouble with my last video getting it monetized. I'm not sure why, what the issue was, but and I have to check. I don't even know, because I put in for a manual review, and I have not checked to see if they did that yet. But, you know, I put the video up anyhow because it wasn't a big deal as far as the monetization. However, I should have waited, because I think the video gets put out there less when it's not suitable for ads, as how they say it. So therefore it's not like suggested as much in your all feeds and everything, and you know, not as many people can find it, so that's not a good thing. So I think next time, like, I'll wait for the review, and usually they pass it through after manually reviewing, and they see it's a doll or whatever. So, oh, look at Oscar. I haven't had him like this in so long, and I just love looking through the camera because it's facing me. So it's like having a mirror, and it's just like he's a baby. He looks so real, and oh, he smells so good. Claire Taylor has a scent that she puts in, probably pours into the silicone. So even though Oscar is technically, I believe, made 5 years ago, he still has that amazing smell that it's like a baby fresh smell, sort of like a powder, but not quite. It's like a fresh baby scent. And like, even like the blankets that he lays on, like if he's in the bassinet for a few days, you know, you'll smell him on the blankets. Like, he has his own smell, which I love, because usually just a silicone doll that doesn't have the scent added just, you know, really doesn't smell like anything, or just smells like silicone. Oscar smells like a baby, which is just amazing. So as far as a baby girl and what I would want, I did try at that one point. I had a Willow Awake Bindi, and she was a very sweet doll, but she was a little bit on the large side for me, and she was not painted by Claire, and she was a kit and not an edition baby, so, you know, less details and stuff like that. And I'm kind of, I guess, spoiled and used to exactly what I want. And yeah, so she wasn't quite it, even though she was like, amazing. And I love, she was a lot of fun, definitely fun to dress. But now she's my little niece, and I'm very thrilled with that. And I am seeing so many amazing sculptors, that are, and artists that are putting out like some quite amazing silicones. I haven't experienced them in person, obviously. You can tell quite a bit though from, watching, especially videos when the artists make, like the reels and stuff. Where you can see, movement and the painting and everything. Obviously, if I were, actually looking to buy a particular baby, I would be asking for, more like, close up, going over all of the paintwork and all of that, the matting and everything, because that's a concern. It's so many silicone dolls that I've had, even though they were wonderful, definitely didn't have the depth of in the painting, the durability in the matting in Claire Taylor's work. She truly is a master, at what she does. It's just like magic. But I think that there are definitely artists out there that, are catching up. I see the sculpting catching up, and, babies that are just look so incredibly real and look like, they have that fluid movement, and everything that I look for. So, and who knows, it may be a year or 2 years, however long till I'm, really ready. So by that time, I think that I should be okay, to find, a sculpt and an artist that I will be, thrilled with, the results. That's what I'm thinking. So, little baby Oscar is look at how sweet he is. I mean, he is just, I can't ever imagine letting him go. So even in thinking of, what I'm doing next, and, I would like something new. It's nice to refresh and, have new, experience new. But I think Oscar, I mean, I learned in the hobby, never say never, never say forever type thing, because, we do that and then we see, our minds can change, circumstances can change, yada, yada, yada. But Oscar's been with me for 4 years now, and I just adore him more and more and more, and enjoy him more and more and more. And he just has such the little character, he's just so full of, expression and personality in every way you turn him. Like even when I'm taking photos, just the slightest, movement, moving the camera, you get a whole different look. So, sometimes he looks concerned, sometimes he looks happy, sometimes he looks like he's about to fall asleep. He's sculpted so, like his head and everything is not just like perfectly round. There's so much like realism, just like a, human being is gonna be, that every angle you're getting something different. And that, look at this face. I mean, how could you not just adore this little boy? I knew the minute I laid eyes on the first picture I saw of him, I'm like, that is my son. That is my silicone son. I knew the moment I saw him. And that's quite the story, because I really thought that the mommy that he was with, that he would be like a forever baby for her. I didn't ever think, you know, that I could pull it off, and I didn't think that he would ever come available. And you know, there's a whole story on that. I have a couple videos up of my journey and how I got Oscar, and of course the box opening was absolutely magical, and that's up there too. So if you go to my channel's homepage and you look at playlists, you can go and look at box openings. You can go, I have a lot of different playlists. I have, you know, playlists on care for silicone babies, buying silicone babies, clothing for preemies, everything diapers, everything bottles, you know, like there's a lot of different categories, so that you don't have to go through, you know, years of videos to find what you're looking for. If you go ahead and look in the playlist and look at the titles, then you'll be able to, you know, get to the videos that you would like to, you know, hone in on if you're interested in something specific. I encourage you to check that out. So, if you all enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I sure enjoyed making it and getting little Oscar into his little pumpkin gown that just feels like butter. And this is so nice. You know, I'll get some nice Thanksgiving-y kind of photos, I think. And that'll be fun. So, photos tomorrow. We'll get this video uploaded. My angle looking at him, just seeing like the top of his head and him looking this way is just so sweet right now. It's almost like he's all content and he's gonna start drifting off soon. Right, aunties and uncles? So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Definitely leave me a comment below. I love reading all your comments, and it just makes me, you know, more, you know, wanting to come back and interact on social media. And I have a ton to share with you all. I'm sorry, my shirt keeps slipping because he's on it. I have a ton to share with you all in my channel membership, as well as my Instagram subscriptions, of behind the scenes, of, you know, more in detail, because there's quite a few moving parts as to why I've been MIA. Some of it actually does have to do with social media itself and things that have taken place in the reborn community and all that. There's a lot of different, you know, reasons that all together that, you know, brought me to the place of, you know, being very absent. And I can just say out here now, like, I'm in a very happy place in life, and though it's busy, I'm just in a good place in general. And I want to chat with you all that are in membership as far as behind the scenes, and get a little bit more personal about, you know, my life's journey, and, you know, how that's affected my doll collecting and my social media and, you know, things in the reborn community. So stay tuned for that, and you can always click the blue join button next to subscribe to join my channel membership. You check out my Instagram, you know, everything has the buttons on it that you can all see. So, all right, I'm rambling, so I will see you all in the next video, and I hope everyone is well. Till next time, God bless.